we kiss and hug all the time, and going around not being able to do that to people is literally killing me. I feel like, like back in school where the kid that was infected like touch your skin and people were like, shh, oh, spray me, you're infected. It kind of feels a little bit like that, and it's, of course, it's weird, it's different. Um, Today I chose to speak a little bit about compassion, empathy, about, with yourself and with others. Um, a disclaimer or a warning, when I always speak about serious stuff, labs and research and things that I've studied in my life, I've gotten many times where people say, well, where's the research? Or did the doctor say that? And that's really cool. But it served the purpose of people at the right time from where they are in their life. Muchas veces yo estoy hablando de cosas bien importantes y la gente dice, pero ¿y dónde están los trabajos de investigación? ¿En dónde está esta información que tú buscas? El doctor lo dijo. Pues yo, afortunadamente, he tenido también doctores y gente que ha estudiado mucho más que yo diciendo las mismas cosas que yo estoy diciendo. We have doctors like Dr. Susan Humphreys, which is a nephrologist. A nephrologist is someone that deeply studies the liver, right? The liver is one of the biggest filter of the human body and how important it is. And she went to study vaccines and the good and the bad and how the things that we put in it actually um, do more harm than good. And she's been through hell with it just for telling the truth. We have come up in this country or maybe around the world where many times when you tell the truth, it's a crime. And there's actually situations where when you report a crime, it's a crime. And it sounds crazy when you go through stuff like that, but it is, many times we operate in the cliche, right? Like things are they're so weird and so bad, but because we're going through it, we don't believe it that we're actually going through that. Like a good example right now is like we're going through a new virus in the world that we haven't seen, that we're adapting to it. We don't have any defense for it, but we will. Yet, to celebrate stuff like that, we fly airplanes, uh, armed forces airplane through our cities will actually pollute the air that we're going to breathe, but we're actually fighting something that has to do with uh, the breathing itself. So when you begin to see things as they are, it actually makes no sense. Many people probably going to hate me from this one, but like that guy Snowden that used to work for the government gave us information and told us the truth of some things. All of a sudden, he became a bad guy. Um, so it's really hard nowadays to really find truth. Muchas veces lo que estoy diciendo es que muchas veces el sentido común nos falla. Estamos ahora mismo peleando en esto del virus que te afecta la respiración. Pero por lo menos en Estados Unidos eh, vuelan unos aviones de las fuerzas aéreas contaminando el mismo aire que estás respirando mientras estás peleando el virus. Entonces cuando te termina a tu pensar con tu sentido común y a decir la verdad, muchos te atacan por decir la verdad. Me hace pensar en ese momento, yo crecí bien católico, me hace pensar a Jesucristo cuando hablaba, lo tenía en el palo, por decir la verdad. Es lo mismo. So going back to the doctors, there's many, a PhD, Bruce Lipton, well respected. I just posted something about him, like explaining to us with science. And now that you have a little bit of time, more time, go watch this show on the. I watch it on Disney Plus. It's called. It's not One Rock. It's the Strange Rock, the Strange One Rock, and it's about the world and how we feed itself. And it talks about the cycle of life, like how we die and how we're born and how we're one with nature, and all these things. And it's made with and they have 7 astronauts. They've been in the moon and back. They've seen the world from out there, and then they explain to you in their own, with their own experiences what we go through, and you get to understand better with science, which people love. We ignore it when we want, but it is what it is. 2 plus 2 is 4, but many people swear it's 5. and that's okay. And that's where I want to get today. As people get out, con Will Smith, exacto. As people get out of their house and they want to go do their hair, and they want to go do their nails, and they want to go exercise, and they want to be around others because their culture calls for it, that's okay. Be kind. If you want to stay in your house because you feel that it will affect you, then that's okay. Be kind. You know, I wrote something the other day for my because like I say, I grew up very Christian, and I wanted to actually write something to my uh, Christian friends, and I put it into words, and it's been a little bit. Let me see if I still can find it. I think I lost it. Um, and it was about. Oh, there we go. I think it is. You know, I don't write it. Lo escribí en inglés, pero te lo puedo traducir también. I was gonna post it, but I never posted. So I go. It's pretty cool. And people are like, "Oh, you're so tough when you write," but well, you know, this is it. And be kind. So I say, "Good morning." You know, I woke up one morning and I say, one of the few people that can understand this situation in life is actually you, my fellow Christian friend. But now what I see is that you are full of fear, doubt, and your faith has diminished so much that it's nothing. Not even an atom uh, compares to it. Not even an atom looks close to your faith. You spend your life preaching and bringing people closer to God, and now you're spreading the exact opposite of the very culture. Have faith. And like I always say, stop asking God why things happen the way they do, and stop the arrogance of asking why things happen the way they do. We're not from here anyway. So, and then I say, be okay with the mystery and be okay with life. Our time here is dictated by the king, not by people. We're not from here anyway. We leave and we go. We have no control of that. I can die anytime. Driving my car, standing out there, or get something and it's my time to go. And should be okay with it. Stop being so fearful. You're participating on the exact opposite of what you believe, and this is showing the real you. So these times are to examine your conscience, to participate in an exercise of faith. Be the light. You're not from here anyway. So between that and the science, everything points to respecting one another, having some empathy for our fellow human being, and the beauty of that many people don't think like you or like me. That's okay, you know. Pair those thoughts of calmness with some exercising. Go for a walk. We are meant to pump our system, our joints, our lymphatic system to actually get rid of waste in the body. So try that. You don't have to do anything super fancy or join anything because everybody's like giving discounts on stuff, right? So go do that. Lo que yo lo que escribí, que acabé de decirles a mis amigos cristianos, que yo crecí tanto con eso, que tanto que nosotros siempre tratamos de hablar cosas bonitas y de paz y de cosas buenas para los demás, somos nosotros mismos los que estamos participando de este miedo para compartir ese miedo con otras personas. Lleno de miedo, lleno de dudas, la fe ha disminuido tanto que es más pequeña que un átomo. Nos pasamos la vida tratando de convencer a los demás y ahora es el momento de convencer y enseñarle a la gente qué es lo que tú tienes dentro de tu corazón. Sin miedo. No somos de aquí, como quiera. Ese control de morir o vivir, por más que lo puedas hacer, no lo vas a tener. You know, what we can control in life is the everyday. Many people come to me and say, oh, you know, like, I don't want to eat healthy, we're going to die anyway. And here goes the contradiction again. We die anyway. So what I preach and my job is to teach people to live to maximum health and vitality today. We cannot dictate how long we live. Yeah, we can live longer, but if your days are not full of quality each day. So what you're living is literally a life with a living body that breathes, but it's not actually living, right? So if you're sending messages on Facebook, I don't see them, so I get back to you. Um, so we need to understand what I teach is one life at this moment, eating healthy, going back to now is the time to organic food, certified organic foods, biodynamics is very hard to find. People actually prey on biodynamic foods to increase the life force of the food to actually give it to you so your cells can actually enjoy from it. Now is your time to connect with stuff like that, right? So getting the food inside of you, it gives you food, energy for you to be able to share with others. Ahora es el tiempo de buscar la comida orgánica, certificada orgánica, comida biodinámica, que comida biodinámica es bien difícil de conseguir. Es una de esas que los granjeros hasta le hacen oración encima de la comida para aumentar la energía de la vida en ese alimento para poder darte más energía y más nutrición a ti para que puedas nutrir esas células para seguir adelante con tu vida. Ahora es el tiempo de hacer esas cosas. Trabaja en ti. Work on you. The more you work on you, the more you can live and give to others. And believe me, there's a lot of, we're in a community, society, and we need from each other. That's why moments like these are very hard because we get away from each other. So, like I said, for Latin people, this is such a killer. I was joking with that the other day because we're so um, um, we're so physical, and now everybody's so scared that it's literally killing people. So going out and mingling with people is a good thing. Follow the rules of your town, but keep in mind that one day pretty soon we'll get together again, and we have to have an exchange with each other so we can actually live our life to the fullest. And if I keep talking, I mess it up because I will be repeating myself all the time. So, lo que estaba ahora mismo explicando era, seguro, ahora me acordaron que en Facebook es que está toda la producción del programa y te estoy mirando más a ti en Facebook, en DioFit Facebook. Que aprendamos de esto para calmarnos nosotros mismos, para poder dar un poco más de lo que tenemos. Estaba diciendo que a los latinos esto nos mata. Eso de quedarse en las casas dentro nos mata a nosotros que somos tan físicos, ¿verdad? Esa sociedad, esa comunidad, ese intercambio humano tan importante para vivir. Lo que literalmente te está matando es quedarte en tu casa sin coger sol. Que ese sol es un maestro que te da energía, vitamina y te hace vivir una vida más llena de vida. Así que cojamos estos tiempos para la palabra que se usa mucho, reflexionar, hacer un examen de conciencia y seguir adelante, porque hay que seguir adelante. Usted no dicta su vida, usted tiene precauciones y usted sigue para adelante con la decisión que usted ha hecho. Si es de aquí, síguela y siga para adelante. So make your decisions, follow your gut, and go with it. And one of the main reasons why we're not feeling the gut anymore is because junk food products and things that we put in our body that actually blocks our system to work efficiently. So we can actually feel the message that we get from the world. If you watch this show that I'm telling you, you get to see with science how connected we are with each other and with nature. Maybe we must stop saying like, oh, you're so granola or so out there. Well, I repeat it again. We're not from here anyway. So that's what I got for you today. So be kind, be nice, and be tough. Use your common sense. Make a decision, whatever it is. Be kind to one another. People do what they do. Wishing the best. But be kind with whatever decision people make. And it might not be yours. And that's something to respect as well. So with that, I leave you, friends. Go out there and move. Feel the sun. And make it happen. See you next week on Friday, 9 a.m. Central Time. And thank you so much for being with me here. I'll see you soon.